Welcome back everyone to part 4 where we will be creating a launcher to start our Django project. So we will first create the Python script with the launcher and then we convert the Python script to an exe file so we can execute it through Windows. Now I will be copy pasting this into a Python script named launcher.py and I'm gonna explain you the overview of this code so we don't spend 20 minutes in here typing this. And we can divide this code in like 4 different parts. Let's make it like this. Now we first by getting the root directory so we can build all the directories for the different parts of the Django command Python manage.py run server. Now in here there are 2 different ways to get the root directory, and one is for when we run this from the command line, so python launcher.py, and the other, the first one, is for when we create the executable file. And then we get the directories for Python eggs, the Django project directory, my site, and then from there manage.py. Now there's one thing that you need to adjust, which is the name of the Python embedded folder. So let's go ahead and do that. Rename, copy, and paste to the current version of your download. Save that. And then second part of this code, it's to build the Django command. So this will translate to Python eggs manage.py run server, just with the complete directories of each file. So in the end, it's the traditional way of running a Django project. Now when we have that, we create a subprocess with subprocess and run this Django command. The creation flags prevent this to open a command line. Okay, if you remove the creation flags, it will open the command line when you run this script. The browser, which is exactly the next part. So we are using Selenium to open a browser window. In this case, it's Chrome. It has some options included. So this is to remove the buttons of the browser, the navigation bar, also some warnings that Selenium gives you. Then second part of the options, window size, you can define that in the options. And this one is to open the browser at this address. So it's going to be a regular localhost 8000. Then we started the driver, and this part is basically collecting the driver title every time, every 2 seconds, permanently while it's true. And if for some reason it fails to get the title, it means that we have closed the browser. So it fails to collect the title and it generates an exception and it quits the driver. Final part is to finish the processes. Every time you run this, it will create a process, and just by closing the browser that will be open with Selenium, it will not finish the processes. So we need to do this ourselves and basically finish the process that was generated in here. So that's about it for the launcher. If we run it already through the command line with traditional Python, it will open the browser with the Django project. We could try that. Python launcher.py. But what we really want is to have an executable that will run this. So let's take care of that now with PyInstaller. If you haven't installed PyInstaller yet, go ahead and do it. I'm using this version. Now after that, if you want to use a logo, you can. I have this logo right here. And now it's a matter of running PyInstaller with PyInstaller double dash one file. So we want to run this through one file only. We don't want to open the console when we run this. And let's select this icon, logo.ico. And finally, the name of the file, the Python script that we want to transform to an executable. Let's run that. It will create three items, two folders, and this spike file. And the executable will be inside the dist folder. Once it's complete, it's a matter of dragging the executable to the desktop and we can get rid of anything else. Gonna do just that. Delete this. Now every time we click this, it should run independently. Perfect. That's it for this part. The next video, let's create the installer. Let's go!